Thomas came out and roughed me up a couple of days ago, and I didn't hear what he said. I will, but I got a recap from a couple of people. Said, "Hey, Luke was pretty hard on you," and I don't really want to back and forth with Luke. I would just share this with you. Luke had commented on my career. I commented on Luke's comments. Now apparently Luke has come out and taken a little further if the information that I've been given is correct. It came at me pretty hard. My comment or my rebuttal to Luke's rebuttal of his initial statement would simply be, "Hey, Luke, I think maybe you did the same thing that I did. I have not heard what you said on Monday, but I'm thinking you must not have heard what I said last week. Though I used Luke Thomas's name, and though I was a little fired up and had that look in my eye, and I had that tone coming out of my voice, I never said one bad thing about Luke. Not one. Not even kind of maybe. I did spend some moments shining up my own wheels. That's true. I was a little bit brash and a little bit arrogant in my own memory of my own career. That's true. But I didn't say anything about Luke whatsoever. I used his name. He was the one that had given me the idea. I had to credit the guy where I got the idea from. I was giving a response to Luke. I mean, in the world of media, you can't be called plagiarism if I didn't credit to Luke. But I didn't say anything about Luke. I only offer that because it's relevant. And if we're talking about what happened and only what happened and not putting opinions in there, it would be relevant. And I think that maybe Luke is guilty of the same thing I am, which is he didn't actually listen to the piece. I have a feeling he was told by people over social media, "Hey, Chael just buried you. Chael just came after you. Chael just destroyed you." None of those things happened. You guys listened. You guys would have watched it on YouTube. Am I mistelling that? I don't recall insulting Luke ever. Not once, personally or professionally. Still not gonna right now. Just taking a guess. My guess is that he didn't actually see what I said. I used his name in reference as a jumping off point. Patted myself on the back a few times. But I didn't put anybody down. I think in this case, possibly, Luke owes me an apology. By the way, in other news, Luke had apparently retired. I guess that was a part of his show on Monday. He put something out. He said, I have announcement to make that is fairly consequential. And so I had a feeling he's going to stand down. Because if it was a fight announcement, right, if he was sitting on some golden tick, Conor McGregor's next opponent, and here you just can't wait on those. Like, you couldn't use that as a tease. Because you're going to have the Brett Okamotos and the Ariel Hawanis and the Josh Grosses of the world. Kevin Iole. Look, they want that. They're going to scoop you. If you're sitting on a gem, they're going to scoop you. And I read when Luke said, I remember thinking when he said that, I think this is something personal. I think he's going to wrap the show. Turned out he did. And maybe he would understand things a little bit better from my standpoint right now. If I was to come out and say something about him right now, post-mortem, where he had no ability to respond and he would have to just live with it, maybe he would understand how that would dig a little bit deeper than possibly intended. Not at all my point. Do have good memories of his show, though. He operated out of a beautiful studio, by the way, right in New York City. You'd go in, it was the Sirius, is it called Sirius XM? The Sirius studio. So, I mean, from Howard Stern on down, they all play right there. So you go in, high levels of security, shoot up the elevator, another level of security, you get in, boom, it's a who's who in the world of media. And Luke had a great little office in there, great little team with him. Real nice setup. I was envious of it. Real nice setup. And I think that maybe he'll miss it, but it was his choice. He said, he said something along the trains. I spent all this time on a train to and from my family, and schedule got to me, and he hinted that maybe he's going to go do something else. I will tell you this, aside from the little spat that he and I are in, and it is just that, a little spat. Whatever he goes and does, he can count on my support. I will definitely watch it. I will tell you guys about it so you guys can watch it. Life's too short. We don't stay angry with people. This is what we do as men. Sometimes you get upset, you talk it out, and you move on.